Hi, it's Moser, and I am demoing the Physical Separations Lab, which you should have the lab packet for. I have been given an unknown sample that is made of ammonium chloride, sodium chloride, and sand. Sadly, they are all white crystalline solids. So, my first step, per my lab packet, is to get the mass of an evaporating dish. So I have an evaporating dish here, I have a triple beam balance, and I'm going to measure the mass of my evaporating dish. And to do that, I'm going to slide the tens slider up until it sinks and drop it back one, then slide the ones slider up until it sinks and drop it back one, and it looks as though, let's see, I'm going to drop it back to 48, and I'm going to bring this up to about 0.9. I'm going to bring this up to 0.95. And then I'll turn this so that you can see the scale. Okay, so this is reading, and I'll take a picture of it in a second. It is reading 48.990. So the mass of my evaporating dish is 48.990 grams. And I've recorded that in my data section. I'll take a picture of that for you in a second. Let's see if I can actually show you the balance. I think that's going to be backwards, but you should be able to see that it's level. All right, so now my instructions say that I am to place the sample in the evaporating dish. So I'm going to place the sample in the evaporating dish, and I'm going to use a stir rod or a spatula to get that out completely, and then I'm going to take the mass of the evaporating dish plus the sample. So again, same procedure. I'm going to bring this up by tens until it sinks. So it sinks when I've got the tens weight on 60. I'll back it off one to 50, and now I'll bring up the ones until that sinks. Well, the problem is I was already at 48, so I'm going to back that all the way down, bring this up to 60, bring it up to 70 and it sinks, so drop it back to 60, and then adjust my ones. So I'll adjust up to 5, still too light. Adjust up to 7, too heavy. 6, too heavy. So the truth lies somewhere in the 65. So I'm going to bring this other slider up at 0.5. That's too heavy. 0.3. Still too heavy. 0.1. Aha, we're getting there. Just slightly too heavy, but it may yet balance. So I'm going to sort of tease that down, and you can see my reading, possibly. You can see it. I am balanced at 65.070. So that will be 65.070 grams is the mass of my evaporating dish plus the mass of my original sample. Now, how do I get the mass of the sample alone? Well, I have to subtract the mass of the evaporating dish. And that will be your first step. I'll stop this video. The next video will show me getting, driving off the ammonium chloride.